Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, we're going to do your past, present, and future energies, my friend. We're going to see what messages the universe has for you. Mostly, we're just kind of taking a look at you. What's going on with you? We're going to do it with my energy oracle deck. You might be building your confidence with the third chakra. And then we're going into, you might be watching about something that might help you build your confidence with the Page of Swords. We are going into my oldest tarot deck. It is the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. So gem. Let's get started in this, Gemini. We want to know what Gemini's past, present, and future energy is. What is Gemini's past, present, and future energy? All right, Gemini, what do we have? Magician in the Mirror. Wow, very mercurial energy. I want to say in some sort of a heavy manifestation state. You might actually have been, people, interesting. When I get the part of this mirror energy, sometimes it feels like something is being reflected back. So you might have been reflecting things back to people. You might have been absorbing things from people and reflecting these things back to people. So you may have even felt like in the past, however long ago this was, or more recently, that people might have been triggered by you and you didn't know why. It was almost like you were kind of being a vessel for them to look at something within themselves that they didn't like or weren't feeling comfortable about. That's really curious. So I do want to say probably a little bit of frustration in the past when dealing with people, like, it doesn't really make sense why you're getting upset in this conversation we're having, or because there was something that you were reflecting back to them that they needed to look at. So on some level, it is kind of like playing devil's advocate, but in a very divine way. So right now, and the most basic too, is just like manifesting something. Currently, oh gosh, you do have the third chakra. So it is about like building up your confidence here. Interesting. I'm curious to see if there's something about like what was going on in the past. Might have, yeah, like, because this is like working on your third chakra, kind of working on your confidence, feeling like you're capable, like you're good enough. Some of this mirroring and projection that was reflection that was going on in the past might have made you kind of second guess yourself, second guess your communication, second guess just how you're dealing with people in general. But it wasn't you, it was them. So if that helps a little bit with your third chakra work. All right, in the future, you have all tied up. So not doing something, you're making a decision in the future to not do something. And either you're making that decision because, well, it just doesn't make sense to do it right now. This isn't logical. I'm going to hold back. Or there's something going on around you, like it could be an opportunity that has been kind of like temporarily put on hold even. It's a good opportunity. You have the Sun, the Angel of Balance, and the Door to Personal Healing and Happiness Strategy, Man holding the coin, and first chakra and anxiety. Oh my God, this goes on forever. It's not possible. This is crazy, Gemini. I don't know the last time I had this many upright cards in the underline. Okay, this is what, when this happens, this is like just a short little, it's like me formulating a bit of a sentence structure to create a storyline. Okay, your wishes and your hopes here, your brightest days. There's something that needs to come into balance. It does have something to do with some sort of healings on a more personal level. So this is not involving outside sources. There's a strategy also that I feel like you're working on with Man holding a coin. It could be something that you want to do with your money, a way that you might want to invest it. It could be someone in particular that you may even want to work on something with. Now, this is interesting. The first chakra with the anxiety card, I feel like there's a fear that this might become unstable, or it might destabilize you somehow, because this is very stable energy. And anxiety about the first chakra is kind of like losing your footing here. What's going on? The Garden of the Gate, man holding a heart, because it's going to take you to a place unknown, a place you haven't really been before. It could have something to do with love. It could just have something to do with expressing emotions, going from a cycle where you're much more focused on money and finances, and then going more into your heart's rhythm. And the temple path followed by the thinking man. So taking a much more spiritual approach, but still kind of really thinking about it. There's different ways to peel an apple. Oh, I like that. Oh, thank you. I don't like the, more than one way to skin a cat. Oh, I hate that. And that's kind of like, that came up in another reading as a phrase, because it is true. There's more than one way to do this. There's more than one way to peel an apple. Let's make that a new phrase, shall we, Gemini? Because the other one, I really don't like it. That underline was a mouthful. I feel like I just gave you a full-on reading. So let's see what the tarot has to say. There's more than one way to peel an apple. And maybe that has a little bit of what this is here for you. Something going on. I want to say your confidence is stronger now than it was in the past, though. Which is strange, though, that you show up not moving forward. So it just could be timing on something in the future. What's the tarot got to say, Gemini? The Magician in the Mirror. The Nine of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Just thinking about like what we talked about, it does seem like, I don't know if people were just coming up to you and wanting shit. This, because you kind of like minding your own business with the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is, oh, you've got something to give here. Could we take some of that from you, please? Oh, yeah, okay. This could be conversation. This could be interaction with people. So with the Magician in the Mirror, I feel like, okay, part of this triggering that might have been going on with people dealing with you was them realizing that their intentions coming forward were not the best. Because then you end up with the Seven of Wands. Hey, wait a second here. You know what? You need to back off. You're taking too much from me right now. He's taking too much from me. It could be mental resources. It could be like physical resources. It could be emotional resources. It could be time and space. But you know what? You need to just back off a little bit right now. That's interesting, Gemini. Creating a bit of a boundary with some people here, because you're showing up really good. Like people at least were seeing you with something to give here. And you're willing to give. You were willing to give. But then the Seven of Wands comes up. That's enough of that shit. All right. This could even be too, like having the confidence to draw a line in the sand and say, I'm not doing that anymore. Sorry, thank you, bye. Death card. Nine of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Well, the Queen of Wands is a very confident, when it's in the upright position and not in any sort of shadow energy. Definitely there was something that came to an end here. And I think it was, I'm not sharing this shit anymore. I'm not being taken advantage of. I'm drawing a line in the sand, and then that kind of becomes it. So it does also feel like some people that perhaps you were dealing with in the past, they really like being with you when you're giving them what they want on their terms and only their terms, and they don't care if it's in your best interest or your worst interest. They just wanted this. It sounds so negative of someone, but honestly, like with the Nine of Pentacles, you're showing up like you are fine. You're good on your own, but then all of a sudden somebody shows up and needs something. You're more than willing to give it. Not anymore. And then it ends. So I feel like it was a firm lesson for you in drawing boundaries with people. But then you get into your head space here with the Nine of Swords, and this might have something to do with your confidence, but you're building it. It's coming up pretty strong. It's just kind of getting over the mental aspect that kind of surrounds the idea of it, is that maybe you're thinking, am I being too harsh on people? Or is it, I don't know what you could be thinking of. I have to pull in the clarifiers, but there's definitely something here. Sort of too, even realizing that perhaps you are more capable of drawing stronger boundaries than, you even allowed yourself to believe. Not wanting to look at your real strength here, but why? Not wanting to look at your real strength here, Gemini. Not wanting to look at your own beauty. Like, I don't just mean like on the physical sense, but that this is a beautiful part of you. This can be a beautiful part of you. Oh, not to be a people pleaser. What does that sound? It's like something is vibrating. Not to be a people pleaser. Yeah. That's kind of what this feels like a transition into that. I'm not going to be a people pleaser anymore. It's really, and it's keen. I don't know why the word keen has been coming out sometimes. It's so keen. We're going to start new phrases here, Gemini, right on this channel. It's more than one way to peel an apple, and that's so keen. It's bringing back an old phrase. But that this is masculine energy, this sort of masculine archangel, Camuel, showing up. And that is very masculine, like utilizing your masculine energy, not being people pleaser, creating boundaries, drawing lines in the sand. And when you draw the line in the sand, they come in close to that line, you fire something over the shoulder, right? It's like a warning shot. I told you where the boundary was. If you go over the boundary, that's it. It's like with a little kid. You say, you got till 3. If I get to 3 and you haven't stopped doing what I asked you to stop doing, you're going to your room for a timeout. You can't go 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. Oh, you got to hit 3. And then you got to follow through. There's a follow through. But you're kind of anxious about it. Oh, God. Am I a bad parent? Did I just... Oh. All tied up. The Knight of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Something is all tied up here. It's like you're waiting for something to happen. You are waiting for something to happen in the future. It feels like it's going to be a big shift for you. And it's going to have something to do with you. Oh, I'm really getting that because this little monkey is pointing to Aries, which Aries is the house of the self. So it does feel like after being people pleasing, in the future, you're going to be doing something. This monkey's pointing right at that, of the self. Something of the self here. Isn't that interesting too? Because Libra is the opposite sign of Aries. And I find the journey of Libra is, compromising, having balance between all these relationships, sometimes compromising a bit of yourself so that this person can receive something that they need out of you. And like Aries is about, it can really be about drawing strong boundaries and recognizing I am not giving anything to that person anymore because that is completely out of balance. Bringing balance here. But emotionally, I feel like you're not showing up emotionally in the future. And that's probably what's tied up here. You're not giving of yourself emotionally? Yeah. Sorry, not today. In the future, cross watchers, Gemini is going to say, sorry, not today. Not today. The 6 of Swords is on the bottom. You're definitely, I like it's only 1 this time. That's nice. Thank you. Definitely going in a direction here. It's an interesting direction. I kind of like it. Not being a doormat, not being a people pleaser. Let's move these out. I'm going to go into the teeny tiny everyday witch deck. Teeny tiny. Let's look more closely right at the Magician in the mirror. I just have so many meanings for that card. Balancing fire and ice, balancing passion and thoughts, balancing creativity and emotions. Magician in the mirror. It landed on the 9 of Pentacles. It's something you created for yourself, and it was a lot of work. But, it's showing up as if 10 of Wands in the Chariot. The Magician. I feel like, you came. You worked out of that. Carrying heavy burden. And, a lot of times the 10 of Wands, too, can be carrying other people's crap. So, you know, taking on other people's shit. How do you get yourself out of that? This way or that way? Where do I go? Do I invest myself more into all of this, or do I go in another direction here? I think you went in another direction because, right, then you show up in the Nine of Pentacles, but people are thinking, ooh, Gemini, what can we get out of this? Nine of Pentacles. The World and the Two of Cups. Wow, it's like, coming out of sort of like a singular energy. You know, it's funny. I wanted to say this also reminds me of someone, let's say you decided to start your own business, because it's the Nine of Pentacles. So you're completely sovereign here. And people are maybe wanting too much of you in what it is that you end up doing. Like there's such a demand for it, and you have to create, I don't know, maybe even have to push business away, but a Two of Cups. This might have been, it could have even been a partnership too. Let's see here. Either you're ending something with someone else, you're finalizing that cycle, you're becoming single, or you're going from singlehood into the Two of Cups, which it looks more like that to me, only because the World like tells us you finished a cycle, and then the next card is the Two of Cups, which would kind of indicate a new cycle. But and also because then it's followed by the Six of Pentacles, like your energy is engaged with something beyond just yourself. So the Six of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Sun. They're definitely about finding a balance here. You might have even been finding that you were giving of yourself more to areas that you would prefer not to, but you would have rather have given to something else of more importance with the Sun. The Seven of Wands, and now we're defensive. The Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Wow. The defense system here is, you know, yeah, I'm really still getting that, Gemini. It's just like certain types of relationships here, you're just coming out on the losing end. So you're going to rest on that. You know, I'm not going to do it. I'm coming out on the losing end here. My party sucks. All my cups have crap in them because everybody's taking the good shit out of me. I don't know. Interesting. Sometimes it's kind of unfortunate though, right? That we have to get to points like this where we realize, oh my God, what am I doing to myself? These people. Third chakra. Now, you've got the third chakra. You don't have a problem telling people to go take a flying leap. Five of Swords. This is something funny. I love it. Good for you. You're totally Queen of Swords here. I'm like, where is she? I'm talking to you. Where is she? Where's the Queen of Swords here? Because that's the energy that has been going on. The Five of Swords. Like, it doesn't matter how difficult it is to end this shit. It's just going to end it. It's just going to end it. The Death card. And there you go. You're going to end it. Look, did you see that puppy? Flew and it landed right on the Ten of Wands. The King of Wands. Taking control over your life. There you go. King of Wands. Taking full control. I don't need your shit anymore. Thank you. Go over here. I'm going to... That's it. Oh, yeah. It's almost like you do something. It's almost as if you... if you've overthought going into some sort of situation, like if you thought it out a lot, you may not have been successful with it. But it just kind of, I want to say, because it makes me feel like the way she is sitting here on the throne, she's fully confident. Don't give me your shit. I don't have time for your shit today. This is like you walked into a situation and it just like triggered something in you. That's it. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to handle your shit. This is a one-way relationship. I'm done. Like, I don't know. And it's like something caused you to have the confidence to do or say something that drew a boundary. And that gave you the confidence. What did I just do? What did I just do? With the Nine of Swords, too. But then you come out on the other end. Sitting in your throne. Yeah, good. Oh, I'm all good here. What did I just do? So let's look at that. The Nine of Swords. What did you just do? You Queen of Wands it, baby. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands. You Queen of Wands it. That sounds like a holiday celebration. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands it. Oh my goodness, you did. And you look good doing it. I don't think you realized it. It's even kind of sexy. So you have the Queen of Wands, right? And the King of Wands. This shit was sexy, Gemini. You didn't even know it. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's kind of reminding me too, because there's like a lot of this feminine energy showing up, but yet it's almost like someone who doesn't realize how powerfully valuable they are. I mean, we all are, but there's something significant about yourself that you didn't realize. And then something happened and you really stood up for it. Like, that's enough. And even people that weren't even interested in it before, I think, whoa. I mean, you got the double Queen of Wands here when you did this. Your confidence makes you look like just, it's some sexy stuff. It's very sexy. Oh, should we ask about this? She's come out twice now. It's encircling the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's some sexy shit. The Queen of Wands. She's like a triple sow cow onto the other Queen of Wands and the Nine of Swords. The Empress could not be sexier. What did you do? Who did you say this to? What are you doing? Are you doing good? It's good. Keep doing it. Well, I mean, you know, only when it's appropriate. This could even be like you broke up with someone. And because you had the gall to do it, she's like, whoa, that's so sexy. Treat me more like shit. I like it, honey. Not that you should treat you, but it's weird. It's a weird energy, Gemini. Okay, so in the future, you ain't sharing your love with nothing. You're waiting for some sort of justice here. I'm tying that up. All tied up. What is this all tied up in the future for Gemini? Page of Wands. You're not talking to nobody. You're not talking to nobody. You're not communicating to anybody. You're done with that. I don't, it doesn't necessarily. I want to say the Page of Wands, to me, is some sort of initial communication. So if you've already have conversation going on with people in your life, you're probably going to continue with that. But this is initializing something new, perhaps. Or if it's something that you broke off with somebody, you've like, cut this out. I'm really done with that shit. Yeah, no. Sorry, I'm not talking today. Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. I'm busy. Oh my God. I'm just hearing like, I'm busy right now. I'm sorry. I can't come to the phone. The four pentacles, 2 pentacles, right? Look at this. I'm sitting, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm busy. I'm really busy right now. And the Star, I'm doing really good things. I'm doing good things. Either you're really, like, you legitimately are really busy with, too busy to give anyone a piece of your heart in the future. I just love this, like, I'm busy manifesting things from heaven onto earth. I really don't have time with your shit. I don't have time with that. I don't. The Star. Or, I don't know. I think. Because it could be that you're preoccupied with some things in your life and you can't go after a dream. I'm not even sure a dream is something that you're highly focused on in the future, though. I think there's something about being really focused on your sovereignty, like not investing in that. The Wheel of Fortune. The 3 of Cups. I'm hearing they can come to me, so I don't know. I'm getting all sassy. I mean, don't get too out of control with that energy, because you don't want to go arrogant. You don't want to go arrogant, but yeah, you're waiting for something to come together here. The 3 of Cups. It could be too. I mean, it could be that you just don't really have time. Maybe that's truthful. Just say, I'm sorry, I'm too busy right now. It could be. And you're waiting for that to change so that you can go out and have a good time. Justice. The Five of Wands, the Tower, and the Six of Pentacles. This is eliminating any strife. This is eliminating any competing interests. This is totally eliminating that shit and really having some sort of equality here. Really having some sort of equality where, right, like you couldn't do that, or it didn't feel like you were allowed to invest in it where you wanted to. Interesting. Gem. Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom, and that is it. I'm hearing eye on the prize. Whatever that is for you, eye on the prize. I like that, Gemini. Good for you. Good for you, Gemini. Yeah, all right, I'm going to go do the extended. I'm just going to pull cards out. This is one of those readings where it feels like, let's just see where Spirit takes this. So I'm going to pull out more cards in the extended. Until next time, Gem, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.